Many times we will put information in the announcement area of our class pages rather than the events section. This screencast will show you how to save time and utilize the calendar feature of eChalk. To save some time, rather than put the information in our announcement area, we're going to put it in the calendar. So I'm going to access my class, so I log into eChalk, I click on my classes, and I find my class in the weekly calendar. So right here I'm going to pick MSF Word PowerPoint. When I open it up, I'm taken to my class page. Notice I have no announcements here. In the events section, I'm going to add an event. So I'm going to click on the plus sign to add the event. And we're going to go through this section by section. Under the event date, I want to have this event appear all week. So I'm going to go to Set Reoccurrence. And I'm going to come down to the bottom where it says Repeat Event on the following scheduled days. So let's say I'm going to have vocabulary words, and I want my students to see them for the entire week. So I'll pick the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. Once I choose my dates, I'm going to hit Save Changes. To the right, I get to choose what type of event it is. So from the listing, I'm going to choose that they're homework. I want my students to know these words and practice them every night. So I'm going to call them vocabulary words. The next, I have two options. I can show my words in a separate page, or I can show them as a short description on my calendar. If I have a lot of information, I really want to do show as a separate page because that will give me an opportunity to put more information on the page and not clutter up the calendar. So in this case, I'm going to do show in a separate page, and I'm going to put vocabulary words. And for this example, I'll just choose a few: keyboard, mouse, monitor, and screen. We'll just use those words. You can format this information in the rich text editor. Once I've done that, I'm going to come down to the bottom here. I'm going to have it show up in any classes that my students may have these words in. And I'm going to click on the button that says Save Event. You'll notice in my calendar now, vocabulary words show up. I want my students to be able to find those words. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make an announcement. I'm going to come to my announcement area, click on the plus sign to add an announcement, and this announcement is going to say vocabulary words can be found in the calendar. Be sure to click the link to access them. I can format this as well. Choose what course or classes I want my announcement to appear in, and then I'm going to click Save. You'll notice now that I have the directions to find my vocabulary words, and over here under the events, when I click on vocabulary words, the listing appears. This is the view the teacher sees. When I go to the home page and look at my class page from here, notice my directions are under announcements. My vocabulary words are listed in the calendar, so when I click on the word vocabulary words, here are the words, and next year, when I come in here, I can go to my archive for that class, scroll through and find my vocabulary words that I used, and then I can edit them. So I can change the date, I can add words if I need to, but all this information is there and I don't have to retype it. I hope you enjoyed the screencast.